Hey you guys, it is that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or each of these decks is a story for you. So I hold up each deck to the camera and let you decide which deck is resonating with you. And this is for the week of August the 28th through September 4th, 2019. So starting with the first deck, does this deck resonate with you? Is this deck resonating with you? And this is the Ancestral Path Tarot for those of you that are interested. Okay, and moving on to deck number 2. Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Is your story here? And for those of you that want to know, this is the Light Seers Tarot. And finally, deck number 3. Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? And this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, so I hope you have made your decision. We're going to go ahead and start with deck number 1. Thank those of you who are always time stamping for me, I appreciate that, so thank you. We have Princess of Sacred Circles, which is Queen of Pentacles. We have the Star. We have the Ten of Sacred Circles, which is the Ten of Pentacles basically. Ace of Staves. Six of Swords, Central Issue, Six of Cups, Four of Circles, and the King of Swords. Oop, it's a ginormous deck here. What was that? Cups? Oh, my bad. It was another Swords, Princess of Swords. Okay, so here, King of Swords. I feel like this is something in regards to communication that could have been blocked. I feel like someone received a message but isolated themselves, whether it was you or if it was someone coming towards you. But I just feel like there was a need to communicate, but someone was closed off to communication. I also feel like maybe someone just needed to relax, basically. I'm taking this also as literal smoking. So maybe someone likes to smoke weed, or their cigarettes give them peace, or their cigars. I feel like someone just needed time to think. And it almost looks as if someone also made some sort of decision to, or someone's been thinking about you, or you've been thinking about someone, even if it's not in a romantic situation. Maybe you decided to move forward with something, but you didn't act out on it immediately. You kind of sat on something. Or just kind of like keeping something warm. Something has been nesting to me. This also is making me feel that this is some sort of nesting. You know how a bird sits on an egg, just kind of keeping it warm until it's ready to hatch. Well, I feel like something is now ready to hatch. And with the Six of Cups, we have someone from the past returning. I'm getting something in regards to an age difference in a romantic situation. Or if it's just something in regards to a friendship, an old friendship. Someone has also been, I feel like someone has grown wise, rather, in a matter of weeks or months. Someone has been doing their research. They've been doing their inner work in matters of a job. Maybe you've done your research. You found out what you're passionate about. You found a job that you could apply to. But nevertheless, I feel like the Six of Cups is someone who's ready to communicate. Someone who's ready to trust again. Someone who's willing to share their knowledge or information or share their feelings. I'm getting a situation where it's like someone is ready to learn, to receive, and to learn. Someone's ready also to give and to learn back. So it's the same thing like yin and yang energy. And it's also making me feel, think about the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so I kind of feel like that is what is happening here. Now, we do have the princess. I said queen. So this is actually the, oh yeah, it is the queen. Princess of Sacred Circles. Nevertheless, I'm sorry, this is like a knight. I'm so sorry. Nevertheless, this is someone with earth-like qualities, someone who is very slow at making decisions, someone who, takes their time before they actually move forward with something because they like to plan. This is someone who is also very down to earth. They have nurturing qualities. This is coming off as someone who's also responsible, and maybe they're a single parent, or this could be you. I see someone receiving some sort of blessing, like something's going to get confirmed, something that you prayed about, something that you wished for, like the star is answering your prayers or giving you your wishes. This can be in finances. This can be in, like I said, if you were looking for some sort of job, you could get offered that position. If you were wanting a stable relationship, because to me, the Pentacles, the Sacred Circles, this is about stability here. This is something that is long term. So whoever is coming towards you, they might be a literal earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe they have that in their chart, or maybe they're just displaying that type of energy. The person who wants something stable and long term, I just feel that this is some sort of gift from the universe. Someone is ready to be vulnerable with you and you them. If this is you in regards to your spiritual path, this can be you making a living off of your gift. It's like you start off maybe offering, free services of some sort. How all the YouTube readers, we do the readings for free. But in return, that is how you gain clients, because you reach so many people, and out of those people you start to find people who resonate with you and who is willing to pay for your services. So it doesn't just have to be, tarot reading, but it can be any type of services that you do for the masses. You could be someone who gives tutorials. You could be someone who applies makeup or cooks on TV, not on TV, on YouTube. Maybe you have your own YouTube cooking show. Maybe you are a writer or a filmmaker, but you're like, well, I can only afford to make videos with my friends and upload them on YouTube, but it gets recognition. I think Issa Rae started off like that. But yeah, this is you getting your return. Your investment is being paid off now. Now I'm also getting here, and then again with the stability, the 10 of Sacred Circles, this is the same as 10 of Pentacles. So you are being blessed with whatever gives you security. This can be security spiritually. This can be spiritual security. This can be relationship security. This can be financial security. Maybe you got hired at the big company that you wanted to work for. Some of you, this can be literally becoming a star here. Maybe you're going to become some sort of star. Maybe you're going to be recognized. Like the community knows who you are through your talents, your gifts, or your work. So this can be rising to some sort of recognition. This also makes me think of, this star makes me think of some sort of guidance, like the North Star. Maybe someone is headed north or needs to go north if you're moving or relocating. But I am getting something like in regards to guidance here. Something has been guiding you on your path. You've been tapped into spirit and you've been listening to your intuition. And it just pays off is what I'm getting. Now, also getting someone who is some sort of jewelry maker. Someone maybe starts off making jewelry for friends and family, and then all of a sudden you start a business, or the community supports you and helps you to establish your business. I'm seeing you getting assistance from community, getting assistance from family. Some of you are tapping into your ancestral roots. Your ancestors, I feel, have been looking out for you, have been guiding and protecting you. I feel like if you need a place to stay, like that, shelter will be provided. You're going to have your shelter. If you're concerned about winter, I don't know what you could be going through. If you were going through some sort of financial difficulties, I feel like that will come to an end. Whatever you need, the star is going to give to you. And in fact, you're going to have more than enough. You're going to have like a big abundance, because sometimes the star is like, you know, it's like exactly what you need, like giving you exactly what you need. But this time, because we have the tens, this is like an overabundance. So this could be you being blessed with something. Now, I will say, if you are in a situation where you're blessed with more than enough, I think it is your obligation to give back. So let's just say, for instance, you did hit the jackpot, or a substantial amount of money. You're being asked to put it back into the community, or put it back into your family or your friends or whoever. But it's saying that you have more than enough. Take only what you need, and the rest give back. You don't have to hoard that wealth. Please don't hoard that wealth. Some people are meant to hoard wealth. You know, I mean, people who are billionaires, that can buy entire villages on their own. But maybe that's what a billionaire would need to do: buy a village and provide housing, affordable housing for people, or, you know, just something. If you have something within your means and you're able to provide some sort of service like that, do it for free. For some of you, it might not even be finances. It could just be your time and energy. If you have more than enough time to, you know, with your life, and you're sitting up there being bored, find a way to give back to other people. Maybe you need to put some spiritual quotes out for people if you work in, you know, the spiritual community. Maybe you have a restaurant, and instead of throwing away all that food, you know, maybe you can give it back to homeless some type of way, or think of some type of way to give it back to people who need it. So I feel like the reason why you're getting ready to be blessed with some sort of abundance is because you're supposed to share it. You're not supposed to hoard it. Let's say you were blessed with a large home, and you're so happy. You're like, oh my goodness, I have, you know, like 2 extra bedrooms, or I have an extra bedroom. I didn't think I was going to get a house this big. And then, like, maybe a month later, somebody is telling you they lost their home, or they need a place to stay. That's probably like a hint. That's probably like the universe, like, hint, hint, you know, this is why we blessed you with that. Don't take it for granted. So you got blessed with a new car. And all of a sudden it seems like your friends or family members, now of course you don't need to let people take advantage of you, but let's just say friends and family members, all of a sudden their car broke down, they need a ride, that maybe that's your hint to kind of give back. And it's not like you're being forced to do it. It's almost like a test, like let's see if they're gonna, what they're gonna do with this blessing. And so, yeah, I'm looking at whatever you are blessed with in abundance, take that opportunity to give back. Now, also, this can go the other way around. Maybe there is someone around you who wants to give back to you because they've been blessed with so much. They're like, let me help you out, or let me assist you with whatever it is that you need. So you could be also getting a blessing that way. I'm also getting someone who is a soulmate who you have a spiritual connection to, or you share some sort of telepathy gift with, and you guys are communicating indirectly through social media. You guys are going back and forth with some sort of messages, and something will be confirmed. I think what's going on in that situation is that there is someone who doesn't know if they can put all their trust into you, or it's almost like you guys are kind of testing out the waters with each other. There's a need to confirm something before you dive into it. And I feel like after there is confirmation that the feelings are mutual, that someone is going to take action here. Someone is going to say, oh, this is confirmation, or this is my shot. So someone may, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to connect with someone. And it's like, okay, grab that opportunity. Because it is something that happens out the blue. It might not last, with the ace, but it does happen pretty quickly when it does as well. This might be someone just kind of viewing you at a distance. Maybe this is someone very shy and they feel like, man, I think they just dropped a hint to me. Let me shoot my shot and see what they're going to say, or, so I feel like someone is doing that. And that's an opportunity for you guys get to know one another here. With the Six of Swords, I'm also feeling like there's a need for you to just kind of trust your intuition, to go with the flow of things. I do feel like you're being spiritually guided. This also looks like maybe spirit from above looking down, just kind of blowing you right in a direction where you need to go, or whispering to you like those little whispers, go here, go there, no, avoid that route. Like, I feel like this is your spiritual guides or your internal GPS working here, and you're just kind of being at peace, and you're surrendering to your path, or whatever destiny you're headed on. You're surrendering to it. You're saying, I'm not going to fight against it. I have something that's telling me that this is the direction that I need to go in, and I'm going to trust it. So I feel like you guys are making peace with whatever path that you're on. Yeah, even to, like, if this is about moving forward with a job, and let's just say you applied for several places. There was one that you were really hoping to hear from, but you didn't hear from them. But this job wants you. They think you would be perfect. Take that as a sign, like, okay, let me be at peace with this. I guess for whatever reason, this is the direction that I need to go in, and maybe it will lead to something else, or I don't know where it could lead me to. So I'm going to go and trust my intuition and flow with it. It can be a relationship. Let's just say you were dating more than one person. Or you had the choice between, different type of relationships, that kindred spirit, that soulmate companionship, that twin soul or twin flame, whatever label you want to call it. And you had like options. Let's just say, for instance, there's one of them really pushing for you, really pursuing you, even though maybe you secretly hoped that you would get pursued by one of the other ones, but you like them all. But let's just say there was one in particular. You're like, I kind of like this one a little more. I hope it's this person. But it's the other person. And they're the ones that's persistent, or they're the ones really putting forth an effort. I feel like this is about going with it. Hey, just go with it. This is the person that's, you know, coming towards me or really putting some sort of effort, and I like them too. The feeling is mutual, because I feel like the sixes are about mutual energy. So may as well go on that journey. You know, you might be surprised at, you know, where it leads to. You might be very surprised that this is the person that's going to lead you to stability. I don't know if at first you were fighting this connection, or because this is also maybe sometimes being guarded, you know, protecting your space, trying to set boundaries. And I feel that by setting boundaries, yes, you do come into contact with the right person, or the right job, or the right spiritual path here. In a love situation, you know, it could be any sign, but we do have that earth energy, and we also have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, maybe Scorpio or Scorpio placements. But nevertheless, I'm seeing that it's almost like someone can hear your thoughts. Something is going to be confirmed, that there is like some sort of telepathic connection between you and another person. I almost feel like you call out to them and you're like, I'm going to see if they can respond back to me. I'm going to, you know, meditate, or I'm going to call out to this person internally and see what happens. And then you'll be surprised that you get a response from this person. Now, I know that's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like those are some of the messages that are coming out that will be confirmed. I also feel that in a situation where maybe you felt there was some sort of competition, whether it's competition at work, or I was getting like real estate too. Like if you're in a market for house hunting or whatever the case, and you know, it's like you're competing for the same dream home as someone else. This situation, it does almost look like someone gets that home, but it's okay, because you're going to fall in love with this next home that it's like maybe you slept on this home, maybe you didn't really see the potential of it right off the bat. I'm not saying that you're going to fall for something that you don't want, or settle for something that you don't want. It's just that you're going to come to realize that this is exactly what you needed, and you're going to have more appreciation for this piece of property. You're going to have more appreciation for this job. You're going to have more appreciation for this person. But at first, I feel like you did sleep on whatever this was. You tried to pass it up. You tried to sit on it, but now the time has come. You're getting ready to receive some sort of news or an answer. So that is all for deck number 1. Let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the Lovers, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Death and Rebirth, the Fool, Central Issue, Ace of Swords, 2 of Cups, and 7 of Wands. So the message that I'm getting here is that you already won. I don't know what that means to you, but I just kind of feel like you already won. 7 of Wands is usually about some sort of competitive nature, and this is usually having some sort of victory over your competitors or enemies. And I feel like you have already been crowned victorious in your fight, in whatever your fight was. Even if it was something within yourself, you've already won. I feel that you are also making peace with romantic love. I don't know why you're having to make peace with it just yet, but I feel like something's going on where you're having to make peace. And I also feel that something was foreseen or foretold. She looks like she's in a crystal ball to me. So I feel like maybe you already had your future read, or maybe you are a card reader or you're psychic and you already predicted your own future. You saw something from above, from a different realm. And what you saw was this connection, and you had this sense of belonging with someone, or someone read to you. They said, you're going to find this person and they're going to fit this description. And, you know, you fell in love with that description, and something is being confirmed. I just feel like something's being confirmed. And so if there was any type of competitive energy between you and another person, I feel like you stood out. You're the winner. The only other thing I'm getting is that if you're not settling down or connecting with the person you initially planned to set out for or to settle with, the person that you do settle down with is a win. I'm getting something is a win-win. It's like, it's a win-win. You can apply that to any area of your life. Job related. I just, always when I see like cups and passion and the lovers, it does make me think about relationships. But, this can be into anything that you were passionate about. Maybe you felt like you found a job that was your match. Maybe you beat out the competition. You already claimed it here when you were meditating, and then it manifested. Even if it's not the exact job you were initially going after, you found your match and you feel comfortable and you feel happy here. There's a strong mutual love interest, and I feel that you guys are thinking about each other. And I even feel that this looks like someone's thoughts are being projected out. So again, to me, this is coming off as having that connection where someone can feel you and you can feel their energy, like someone's thoughts are being projected out. I also feel like someone is a very deep thinker. Someone likes to think about a lot of metaphysical things. Someone is constantly trying to solve their inner problems. I also feel like this is you projecting some sort of ideas out into the universe. Maybe there is something that you were working on and you're like, this is what I want to manifest. So you're just kind of projecting that out into the universe. You're aligning yourself. Yeah, it's like you're aligning yourself with nature, with spirit. So with the lovers, this does look like you may have had a choice between two people. Or you were someone's choice and another person, I feel like you would be the one that shines. You would be the one that stands out from the crowd. You're the one that has an edge over the other competitors. Matter of fact, for me, Ace of Swords is also a card of victory. Both of these are victorious cards. So no matter what you set your mind to, you're having victory. Even if it comes packaged differently, you are going to have your victory in whatever it is that you have been trying to manifest. For a lot of you, I can see that love is on a mind. You may be involved in an interracial relationship. You could be in a relationship where there's an age difference, because I'm just looking at how he has gray hair and how hers is just all brown. You may have drawn in your divine counterpart. I just feel like he heard her whisper, or they heard each other, you know. I feel like they just heard each other and were naturally drawn towards one another. Now, also in a love situation, if you have just met someone, I feel that this is a significant connection that you're having. Usually the lovers is indicating that the person coming into your life is, they somehow altered, they intervened whatever you had going on and put you on another path. Your entire life could get ready to go on a different path because of this person that entered it. So you see, that's why it can apply to any type of situation. Let's say you just went to a concert, I don't know, and you are an aspiring music artist. Let's say the person that you were next to actually had connections, and you guys started having a conversation during a concert. You guys hit it off, and that person felt like your soul family, even though you guys might not have said, like, I feel like you're my soul family. It was just that feeling. So that person was like, what? You're interested in the music industry? Why don't you just send me some of your samples? And you send that person your samples, and boom, next thing you know, you're getting to work with someone that has connections. They change the course of your life. So another way that could have played out is that, like, let's say you were initially supposed to be sitting somewhere else, but you wound up having to sit next to this person. Maybe someone took your seat and you didn't feel like arguing about it, so you went somewhere else and it placed you next to that person that could change your life. Something's happening where the universe has conspired you and this person to meet up. You guys were headed down some sort of road and you bump into each other, and bam, your life is shifted because of this. Now, I have seen this happen where you did meet some sort of significant connection, but it depends on the reaction of the other person where it's going to go. Now, I feel too that someone feels obligated to you. Someone feels that you are the person that they need to walk their path with. Or maybe you're feeling this way about this person just entering your life. It's like there's an instant attraction, and for whatever reason, a sense of duty and obligation towards this person. It's like, I can't let this person go. I need to keep this person in my life for whatever reason. I don't know. I just feel like it's destined, or I feel like I'm obligated to them. I feel like I need to help this person. I feel like I need to be a part of this person's life for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's like you guys feel some sort of sense of obligation. I'm going to say astrologically, I think if this is that relationship that actually lasts, if you get to exchange birth information with this person, you might find out that you have some sort of strong Saturn placements that help the relationship to progress. Now, the only negative I can get from this is that sometimes when the lovers show up, it is an indication that maybe someone is in a relationship already, whether it's you or the person you're connecting with, and that person or you are still obligated to someone else, but at the same time, there's this intense chemistry that you're having with this person, and you go into that whole, oh my God, what does this mean? Where's my life going? Where's this leading to? So that's the only downside, is that as much as the Lovers is one of my favorite cards, a lot of times it does mean that someone else is in the picture. But like I said, I do see 2 cards of victory. So maybe that is past energy. Maybe you are the one they're deciding to move forward with, or you've made your decision to move forward with someone. I'm also getting this as not just love, but those of you who are creative, or those of you that are entrepreneurs. Because I feel that maybe some of you also, you decided to leave your job, you packed up all your things, and you're like, I choose to put all of this energy into my own talents, my own business, as opposed to working that 9 to 5. I don't care how much work it takes, it's worth it. So someone feels like it's worth to fight for whatever it is that they're passionate about, or whoever they're involved with. I also feel there's a need for you to have an open mind in a situation. You might not be the same, come to find out that you are not the same person that you used to be 2 years ago, 10 years ago. You might be someone who's very, very different with a very unusual lifestyle here. The Fool is someone who is like, I don't care what people have to say about me. This is who I am. I'm ready to walk in my light. So you may be definitely standing out from the crowd some type of way. Maybe you are in some sort of open relationship. Who knows? Yes, there are women in it, you know, and I honestly find the older I get, the more open I am to different scenarios. Depends. I'm just not outright no about things anymore. I'm open to different possibilities. But there's something called polyandry. And it's kind of the same thing. You know, polygamy is usually talking about a guy that has, you know, 2 girlfriends or more, or 2 wives or more. But polyandry is a woman that has more than one husband. So I'm getting, the only reason why I'm bringing up poly is because of the Lovers, and then we have the 3 of Wands. To me, this is kind of like saying be open, or keep your options open. Now, some of you, maybe that was the situation, but you decided, no, I thought about it, but that's not for me. So you decided to let it go. You're like, no, I don't think that's going to lead anywhere. You looked in one direction and you saw that that just was not the direction for you. So you decided to release both situations, or just that whatever situation that was. It still says that you're a winner. You won regardless. I feel like the overall message I'm getting is that you already won, whatever that decision is. And I feel like you won because you're being true to whoever you are. You're being true to your own self, your own identity, and no one can compete with that, you know. Maybe you are the type of person that also has that belief system. You're like, I forgot what that saying is about, how it's like there's no need to compete because everyone is, you know, nobody can be you and you're not trying to be anyone. Basically, it's like one of those little memes out there, but you get it. It's like there's no need to compete. There's nothing to compare to. You know, I'm who I am. You're who you are. And I just stay in my lane type of energy. So I feel like overall you are coming out the winner because you are being true to yourself. And I also feel that something also maybe had to change in order for you to start this new chapter in your life, or for you to start this new journey. Someone is a catalyst here. This connection may be a catalyst. Now, it can be a situation where there was a third party, or someone was in an unhealthy relationship, or someone was being a playgirl or playboy. Someone was just out there, and until they met this person, and it's just like, damn, I'm a changed man or woman. I don't want anybody else but this one person. So it's like, because you intervened into their life, they let the other person go and decide to start a new chapter with you. So let me be nosy and see if I can get some information out. The Lovers. See who this is that you're connecting to. And it could be Gemini, could be Scorpio, maybe Aquarius energy that you're dealing with. But it can be any sign. But whoever chose this this deck, I feel that there are some major shifts getting ready to happen in your life. Someone's getting bit or hit by Cupid's arrow. I was getting ready to say I've been bit by the love bug. That was the lyric to an old song. But it's the same thing. Shot by Cupid's arrow. Bit by the love bug. So I feel like someone misses you and they're going to open up. Maybe they weren't communicating that, but now someone is opening up and you're having some sort of conversation with somebody. I feel like somebody is coming to the realization that they don't want to be without you or they don't want to live without you. Someone feels that energy like, no, you belong to me. I don't want you with anyone else. But the feeling is mutual. There's an old song called You Belong to Me. I think it's the Doobie Brothers. But it's kind of like, yeah, you belong to me or we belong together. I'm also still getting something in regards to anxiety. I think because even though you're finding a connection or connecting with someone is still going to get hurt. So either if you had more than one person that you were dealing with, of course, the other person is going to be hurt because you're making some sort of choice or decision. Or if this is happening on their end, somebody's going to feel like they lost, but they didn't lose. Someone, spirit will bless them with someone else too. But I just feel like that sadness is coming from the fact that, somebody's going to feel like they were left out or rejected. Now, I'm also seeing this as just an ex or someone from your past or someone who feels like if there was any type of miscommunication, like they were going to miss the boat, someone was just like, no, I don't want to miss this boat. I want to take this opportunity to be with you. So I feel like someone was trying not to open up and express how they felt, but I think the pressure became too heavy. I'm also getting Taurus and Sagittarius for some of you guys. And then let me just kind of look at death. So the death is some sort of illusion that is coming to an end. If you were idealizing a situation, a job, a person, I feel like that is going to come to an end and you're going to see the real deal. I feel like you're going to get to compare what you were dealing with. Like, again, going back to a situation where you were fixated on maybe one person until this person came into your life. I feel like this person is going to change your whole perception, and you're going to realize that the other person was an illusion, but this person coming towards you is the real deal. I'm also seeing that situation where, yes, someone who was at first unavailable is now available. They have moved on from a person or a relationship because they realize that they don't want to let you go, they don't want to lose you, and they want to be with you. So I see you being happy nevertheless with whatever the death card is. This is a good ending because it works in your favor. So I don't feel like you're the one that's going to be sad or grieving about something. Someone across the other side of the world might, or someone else, but I feel like for you, this is your wish. This is your peace. I'm also seeing this as you hearing from someone who you thought had disappeared. You thought something was over. You were waiting and anticipating to hear from someone. You assumed, I'm never going to hear from this job. I'm never going to hear from this person. And then bam, here they are out of the blue. It's almost as if they heard you giving up, or heard you crying, or heard you moving on. It's like the minute you move on or decide to let go, like genuinely, I've talked about it before, the universe knows when the difference between fake moving on and real moving on. I feel like the minute you truly let go and move on, that's when this other person pops up into your life, talking to you, fighting for you. There is going to be someone who fights for you, who does not want to let you go. Or it can go the other way around, especially more so if you're a guy watching. Maybe you will hear from that person, the woman that you thought you lost, but I feel like initially you would be the one to really pursue or fight for her. So yeah, I feel like whatever is coming to an end will be the start of a new chapter for you. So let's move on to deck number 3. We have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Central issue, we have the Eight of Swords, the Sun, and the Lovers. Okay, so central issue is that someone is in big denial of the truth. You may be trying to suppress your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, or somebody could be doing that towards you. Someone knows what the truth is and is hiding from it or avoiding it. See, there's this connection being made between two people. These two people, I feel like they have this soul agreement or this soul contract. They feel like soulmates. You inspire each other. These feelings of inspiration are mutual. I feel that you guys bring happiness to each other. Now, I don't know if you're watching all 3 of the videos, but choices have been a theme for everybody. And the Lovers was also in the second, was it in the first one? No, the Six of Cups was in the first one, but the Lovers was just in the second one. And it makes me feel as if there are these potential choices that you're getting to make. So I feel like there's some sort of continued energy where soulmates are just falling out the woodworks. It's like, where are these soulmates coming from? Like the universe is just dumping them out. It's like, here you go, everybody. This is the harvest for love. Like, go find your loved one and scram. I don't know, I just want to put it that way, but it is kind of like, okay, here's your pickings. Everybody find a partner and go live happily ever after. There's several potentials for you at this moment. But there is someone that I feel that you are really connecting to, that you feel you can share your truth with, that you can be completely free with. Like, there's just this sense of openness and trust between two people. Now, also because this is here, it makes me feel like maybe something happened between two people who really cared about each other, and someone went into hiding, or someone started denying what they were experiencing or feeling. It could be some sort of manipulation, but I feel like this is self-inflicted. Someone is overthinking something. Maybe this is even some sort of paranoia or anxieties got triggered some sort of way. Something, maybe you saw something and your anxiety started acting up. So point being, I feel like you're having some sort of connection with someone. If this is choices in career, especially if you're a writer or if you work in communications, you might feel overwhelmed in asking yourself, am I really doing what I love? Or if you're a writer, you know, it's just like overwhelmed about how the story should go or where the story should go. It's like being stuck or having writer's block. I'm seeing also the potential of cold feet before a wedding or before eloping. It's like, oh, I've got cold feet now. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I'm also getting someone wants to just run to you and just be like, I love you, like a you're the love of my life type of energy. Someone wants to just completely be open and honest with you about how they feel about you, or if they were hiding something, they want to tell you the truth. And then all of a sudden it's like overthinking it, or maybe you were getting ready to exclaim your truth to somebody, and the point being is that somebody felt overwhelmed all of a sudden. The anxieties kicked in and you start feeling like you painted yourself in a corner. I feel like there is a sense of panic. Even if you were getting ready to relocate or move or take a job offer, I don't know what it is, but something held you back. I do feel like that's going to change, though. Looking at both of these cards, these people are on a mission. Someone is determined to pursue their dreams, their passions, a loved one, a love interest. You know, I just feel like someone is determined. I also feel like you met your match. Both of you guys are on the same path. You guys have some sort of similar beliefs or ideas and want to move forward together with them. You guys are also coming off as a mirror for one another. You guys are mirroring each other. Again, here with the Two of Wands, it's like meeting your match. You are communicating with someone who's going to inspire you to live your best life. Maybe you found a new job or decided to chase your dreams or your passion, and now you're all inspired and you're like, I finally have vision. I have foresight. There are other things that I want to achieve. All of a sudden you just want to achieve new things in life. All of a sudden you feel like you can do something. Maybe someone is encouraging you. I feel like this person, I feel like also you might receive some sort of news or message or a love song even. Whatever that initial stress was, I feel like you are going to take a time out to see things clearly. Maybe someone is asking you to be theirs. I don't know. Maybe they're like, will you be mine? Maybe two people are coming at you like, would you be mine, or whatever. I know that's not exactly what somebody is saying, but you know, you get it. And you need to think about it, especially with the lovers, because it's like, which one do I choose? Let me sleep on it. I need to think about it before I make this final decision. Maybe you have so many choices in an area of life, so many job offers, so many love offers, so many people that want your attention. Because I do get like, somebody wants your attention. Maybe it's the children. I don't know. You just need to take a time out from whoever. Yeah, it could be children. So whatever the case is, whoever is wanting your attention, I think they know it. But there's a need for you to take a time out and get some sort of clarity before you make that decision. And somebody is taking their dear sweet time. They're like, I'm not going to rush into it. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow to respond. Or maybe I'll do this and that. I also feel like maybe someone is trying to make you sweat. Or maybe you are trying to make someone sweat. But I feel like you're playing it safe, because maybe intuitively you already feel like something belongs to you, or you kind of take that that school of thought. You're like, you know what, I don't really have to fight for what already belongs to me. There's no need to rush into something. And all of a sudden you're at peace with whatever is happening here. Now you also may need to take some sort of break from your job. Maybe there's a need for you to take some sort of vacation, because I see you needing to relax and take some time to yourself. If you're like a busy parent, you need some me time. I see you getting that. Maybe you just kind of put it out there to your partner. Hey, can you please just watch the children? I just really want to go get a pedicure. I want to go outside and read a book for a little while without being disturbed. Can you please watch the children? So it could be a situation where that is happening as well. Some of you are wanting a position that's going to allow you to do what you want to do. You're like, I'm not taking any job offer that's going to make me do this or do that, or that is too stressful. I'm going to take the job that lets me do whatever I want at my own pace. So I feel like you're wanting a job that gives you some sort of freedom. And I feel like you'll find it too. I feel like you're going to get a job offer from some place that lets you relax. It's not a stressful job. It's no deadlines. It's nobody breathing over you. This is a place where you can have fun. And I feel like creatively you get to shine as well. I'm seeing someone becoming famous or getting a lot of attention from their relationship or from their love connection, and it's overwhelming too. Someone is like, I don't want all this. I don't want my relationship in the spotlight. But people are like wanting to know, or people are asking you like a lot of questions about your love life. I don't know what that's about, but I do kind of feel like your love life could be in a spotlight. Especially too, your views on twin flames or your views on labels, period. Especially if you're like me, hell, maybe I will. You know, it's like maybe you're going to upload some sort of video talking about it, or maybe you're introducing your twin flame for the first time, or maybe you're introducing your love interests. I kind of get the energy of a couple who is putting their business out in the public. But at the same time, you feel overwhelmed or stressed about it for some reason. It could be that someone is really, I don't know, serenading you, or your love interests. Maybe they are putting you in the spotlight, or saying something like, oh, I want everyone to look at the person that I love, or look at my husband, look at my wife, I love this person. Like someone might be putting you in a spotlight, and it's like maybe you like it but not really. It's just like, stop it, okay, thank you. You know, it's kind of embarrassing but flattering at the same time. Like I feel like you're flattered by someone's romantic gestures. Now also, especially too, if you're Virgo, something could be going on where you're celebrating your birthday, or you're being celebrated, but at the same time it's embarrassing. If you're in a relationship, maybe you told your partner you didn't want like a big extravagant party. You're like, please, can we just have something small? I don't want anything too big. What else am I getting here? I also feel that you're going to receive something that you've been waiting for in the mail. Maybe it seems like something's been taking a long time, but I feel like you're going to receive an answer, or you're going to receive a package that you've been waiting for. Somebody feels like this is going to change their life. It's like, once I have this confirmation, or once I have this in my hands, it's going to change my life. I'm going to be able to have some direction or clarity about something. So let me look at a couple of things here. Let me see what this Eight of Swords is. Someone is wanting to be rescued is also what I'm getting. This is some sort of reverse psychology being used. It's like manipulation through suppression, if that makes sense. And whatever it is, it's working. It's like you are able to get someone's attention. Yeah, someone is waiting to be rescued. Man, someone is running through your mind. Like, I feel like someone is literally running through your mind. Could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe Leo. But it looks like someone is literally running through your mind. Like you can't stop thinking about this person even if you want to. And the more you try to suppress these thoughts or these feelings, the worse they become. And I almost feel like this person also can hear you. And that's to those of you that feel like you have some sort of telepathy. Yeah, someone is saying, I need your help, or come save me, or hear me out. I feel like someone is talking indirectly on social media. Someone is saying a whole bunch of stuff, trying to get your attention. They're waiting for you to respond, or they're waiting for you to see these messages. I don't know if you've been ignoring them, you turned your back to them. Maybe you deleted this person, and I feel like they're wanting your attention. They're trying to do, they're saying the most. They might be saying inappropriate things. Somebody might be trying to make you jealous. Talking about, oh, I met somebody, I'm going on a date, you know, and it's just like, really? You know, did you really put that on there for me to see? Someone is doing something, trying to push your buttons. This could go the other way around. You might take desperate measures and start putting your business out there in the hopes that someone will say, hey, what are you doing? Let me go stop them. Let me save them from all these horrible dates. You know, so I kind of feel like something like that could be going on. I do see jealousy now. I see someone acting maybe even without thinking. They're just kind of, I'm jealous, and they go do something to stop that or set you straight. Yeah, someone is looking, someone is watching. Let me see who this Knight, what else is this Knight of Swords saying? This is someone who's very good with their hands too. If there is a guy coming towards you, I feel like this guy is very good at building or constructing, or they can fix anything. This was the type of person as a kid, they used to know how to break things apart. You tell them the vacuum is broke, they just kind of take it apart, examine it, they can fix it. Someone is a very good handyman. You might, it could be a handy woman too. Maybe I'm describing, you know, a female viewer, but someone is very good with figuring things out electronically is what I'm getting. Someone is planning to make a move. It could be any sign, you guys. All the signs are coming out. I'm also seeing the potential or possibility of competition because your ego is going to be stroked. You guys have been thinking about each other. Someone is watching to see if they have competitors out there, or if you're talking to other people. Someone's waiting to see. And I see someone acting out of jealousy. It's like they get motivated to come through because of jealousy. This can also apply to, you know, a job situation. Maybe you see your coworker being too chummy with the supervisor and you both know it's a position is being open. You might say, I can't just sit back and watch this, and you go and do your thing, put your bid in to make sure that you are also someone worth considering for the position. So those are the messages that I'm getting for your pick a stories. Hope it resonates. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.